This church is located on 7th and Ferry, right across the street here. That is a city bus. We are very proud of our bus transit system, and it is undergoing a lot of economic hardship. And here, of course, it's on 7th and Ferry. I live on 7th and Market. I have nothing to really hide. I don't know that if my blogs ever get popular, I suppose I would have to go through and change a lot of these, because to take out, my thought is that if someone is really out to get me, they're going to be able to find me regardless, because they would just act as my friend, and after a few months they would find out. So why not? So as you can see, this building here is extremely expensive. This one here, I would say in total is probably about 5 years ago valuation, $200,000 to $250,000 before the housing crisis. Now it's probably worth half of that. The beauty is that people are not moving out of the town because they can still find jobs here, and they can renegotiate their houses back at the end of 2000 were just basically considered assets that you sold when you moved. And there's somebody who knows the spirit of Christmas. He's just chilling to the tunes. Hey man, say hi to YouTube. Hey, so getting the eaves cleared out, huh?
No, putting down my storm.
Ah, all of them?
Yeah.
So what are you going to do with them? Are you going to put new ones in, or just clean them up and put the old ones?
I'm putting the screens in.
Screens in. So you're going to be able to open all these up in the summer, and
Oh yeah.
gonna go off the grid on the electric, huh?
If I can.
So what do you think about this, huh? We've had rain and rain and rain, but in this year, all of these trees haven't budded. I'm wondering if that sewer main, you know, that sewer smell we keep on getting down here, I'm wondering if that hasn't seeped into the ground, because your grass by this time of the year is green as heck last year.
Well, I didn't have a chance to get it prepared.
These are beautiful, by the way. This is very typical of La Crosse. You can just see little additions to houses like this. And here's the owner. My name's Steve. Yours is?
Frank.
Ray?
Frank.
Frank. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I like this. So, yep, yours is nice and sturdy.
Yeah.
Someone came along on our street and that was angry at somebody in our apartment building and broke the sides off you. So if you hear about anybody else that that had problems with that as well in the neighborhood, so far the landlord's letting it slide because they had to be replaced. But if she went on a rampage, because we know who it was, then maybe we have to take some more action. So if you find out, by the way, those people that live at 629, they just sold the place and it's the new people now, right?
Where?
Right across the street.
Here?
Yeah, are they still the same people?
Oh yeah.
All right, well, you have a good day, Frank. And there is the walk back home. As you can see, this town has a fixation for vehicles. This is a very old biker slash... This town kind of embodies the American spirit. And also it's very progressivist. And this, as you can see, with simple, plain old concrete blocks, you can make something that is just fantastic. So you don't need the sandstone from the town, but nonetheless, you can see here that if it wasn't for the I think perception of crime is as bad as anything, because I have never actually had anything criminal happen to me in this apartment, or this particular apartment, or anywhere. And this, of course, is the result of not maintaining. And this is the other side. So now we enter, of course, the this section of town, which is where I live. Kind of see the cutoff right there. It's kind of abrupt. But then again, here we have modern hand rails, accessibles. I believe this must be a city ordinance now when they redo these. And you can see here, this 10 years ago, $50,000 SUV. Now they go for $20,000. So the poor are capable of buying a car, but of course, cost of living goes up. Really depends on what you do with the funds that you can make and how much effort you put into it. This block here I just fixed up. It's not perfect, but that works. This has all got to be raked. I'm going to be taking a rake to some of this today and hopefully get everything fixed up. This is the entrance to my home, and this part is very good for my friend with cerebral palsy, born with it, and he can get up here. Unfortunately, once he gets to here, this lady that we had been talking about knocked all these out, and as a consequence the rails are loose. You can see here, this is not intentional by the landlord. This was done by someone who was angry at a situation. So, and you can see here, this one had already been replaced, and this is the entrance to my home. I like to call it home. I'm going to treat it as home. I lost my cat, Grace, Alice, and the last name, of course, I will leave out. But you know, it was funny. I had told someone, knowing my luck, I would end up with a black cat. And what happened? I got Grace because I moved in here and I could have an animal. There it is, number 5. So if anybody wants to stop over that watches this video, stop in. I'm not averse to it. Just let me know you saw me on YouTube, and if you look decent, I mean, if you if you're not wildly weird, the only exception I'll make maybe is the old girl I met in high school. You want to stalk me, girl? You go right ahead. I still remember you. Long story short, that's something I've had to deal with. Met this fantastic Canadian girl, and yeah, it took a long time to get over her, I'll be honest with you. Fortunately, I never stalked her, but God is good. And this, of course, is an energy saver bulb. This is on all the day, and it's cutting my electricity bill, or whoever's this is plugged into, by a quarter. I've plugged in another one over here on the right. This is again cutting electricity in a quarter. So these two lights here on all the time, they effectively have cut someone's electric bill for all these lights by about, I would say, $10 to $20. So my Christian service has shown through, thankfully, and I don't like to toot my own horn, but I wanted to use this as an example that you don't have to be a part of a large organization to do good Christian work. And about these energy saver bulbs, pass them out to poor people, and 4 for every home, say, and they will have saved electricity. They will have saved 180 watts because it's 4 bulbs, so they save 180 watts. And yeah, and at the end of the day, that'll be a huge impact on their life, hopefully. Anyway, God bless you guys. You have a good morning. This is Friday, May the 6th, and it is exactly noon, so I'm going to go in and edit.